Hello. In today's video, I have some information about an open invitation collaboration that I'm co-hosting, and then I'm going to take you thrifting with me to Goodwill, and at the end of the video, I'll show you my Goodwill haul. Here we go. Hello, you all. I hope you're doing well. Real quick, before I get into the thrift with me portion of the video, I wanted to give you some information regarding an open collab. So I am co-hosting with a channel called Two Vintage Sisters. I will link them in my description box below. They love to thrift, they love vintage, and they've invited me to co-host the Summer Cloche Open Collaboration. So basically, you take a cloche jar, which I will insert a picture of what that is, and so here's my cloche jar. I'm very fortunate to actually have a cloche jar, but I'm going to do a few options in my video because if you don't have a cloche, you can also use something like this. This is just an open top container that I have. You could use an open top jar. You could flip a jar upside down. Or here is an example of a wire cloche. Or you could use something like this, which is something I picked up at a yard sale last week. And basically you just do a little decorative vignette inside the jar. So they have graciously put together a Pinterest board with lots of ideas. It's a really fun way to incorporate a vignette into your decor. I just think cloches are interesting. And if you have none of those things, you can also do a tiered tray if you prefer. So whatever works with your decor. If you are a YouTuber, go ahead and create a video showing us how you use your cloche or other jar or not a jar in your decor for summertime. And the upload go live time will be May 25th at 4:30 Central, 2:30 Pacific. Now, if you don't have a YouTube channel and you would like to try to do this, you can take a picture or two of your cloche jar or whatever you decide to use and email them to northgardenmedia@gmail.com by May 20th. So the actual open collaboration is on May 25th, but if you email me your pictures by May 20th, I'll be able to include them into my video, and that'll be a lot of fun. So go ahead, get creative. I would love for you all to participate. Now I'm gonna take you thrifting with me. Hello. In today's video, I'm taking you into Goodwill. In particular, I'm looking for something that I can use as a bird bath. And then I'm also looking to see what else I can find. Maybe some baskets, maybe things I can use outside on my porch or patio, on my deck. We'll see. So let's go and see what we can find in Goodwill. So if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know I love dishes. So I always check out the dishes first because in my Goodwills in the Minneapolis area, they tend to be towards the front of the store. I'm usually looking for either dishes to use in decor or things I can craft with, things I can use in my garden. I'm not really picking up dishes for my home unless I find that mystical set of white dishes, which I really haven't found in like a year or two of looking. But I still just like to check out the patterns because I love dishes. I just think they're cool. There were 2 shelves of white dishware. None were my Gibson pattern, and none was another pattern that I really wanted to have. I'm willing to trade up on the Gibson pattern, but I just haven't found a pattern that I really want to have. I kind of liked this mug. I liked the black on white. I was tempted to buy one, but I have a mug problem, and I wasn't willing to get rid of any of the ones that I currently have to have that one in my collection. I really liked this picnic basket, but I didn't love the fabric on the inside, and I'm being very selective about bringing more picnic baskets into my home. I do use them stacked for storage around my house. It's like storage in plain sight, but I have several, and so I'm just being careful about what I bring home. I was looking at the baskets potentially to use some outside in my outdoor spaces. If you like thrifting and yard sales, I'd love it if you'd hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. All right, these might work. I just want a big glass bowl. This is basically what bird baths are when you see them online. They charge so much money. These are $6.99 a piece. It's not something I'd ever use in my decor, but it can really work as a bird bath. I don't love the color. It's a little dark, but it might work. This could also work. I was looking at this piece. I think something like this could definitely work as a planter, or at least something to set a plant into. They had $4.99 on it. You'd have to do some work to protect it from the elements though. I did not see it when I was there, but that little chick to the right of the flower salt and pepper shakers would be really cute in a vignette at Easter time. I got excited when I saw this pretty glass bowl. Again, thought it could work as a bird bath, but then I realized it has a hole in it, so that was not going to work to hold water. I thought these Post Toasties mugs were kind of cool. I looked them up on eBay. They only sell for about $8 a piece. So I was thinking about them for my shop, but they really were not worth it. I thought these might be cute for my shop. They do have a foil sticker underneath the price tag, and I couldn't read what it was. But let's see, was I able to read that one? I don't think so. You can see made in Taiwan, which means they're a little bit older, but they wanted $4 a piece. And the rule of three, I definitely would not be able to get $12 a piece for them, so I left those behind. I was checking out this candle when I spotted a single uranium glass candlestick behind it. I'm being very selective about what I bring into my collection, and I wasn't really sure I could just sell one at the shop. Uranium glass doesn't sell very well for me, so I left that behind. I loved seeing this frame. This is the real deal 1970s, go to a hobby place and do stained glass kind of piece that I used to get from my neighbor Nancy when I was a kid. So I really loved seeing that. I loved this cookie jar. Oh my gosh, the paint is falling off. I mean, it's a great vintage piece. I resisted, but I really did like it. I thought my children would probably find it terrifying because it had pink eyes, and I just didn't want to hear it from them. This caught my eye, but it was just a reproduction oil lamp. You can tell by the top and the hardware, it's just that bright, shiny chrome. I prefer mine to be a little more rustic and dirty looking, maybe with some old tarnished brass for the hardware. And I was looking at this ashtray because so many of you have suggested creative ways that you use ashtrays, so I've been trying to look at them a little differently when I go to stores. I always check out the furniture. I am on the hunt for a certain size hutch to put in my home. This is not it. This is much larger, like the one I used to have. This I loved, and I was racking my brain with where I could put it. It's an old entertainment cabinet. It was only $2.99 because they mark them down each week when they don't sell. I loved the latch, which actually didn't work very well. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I could paint this, it would be so cool in my rustic decor. But it was a huge piece, and I just couldn't think of where I would be able to use it. This chair was in amazing shape. I'm not sure anyone ever used it. These were my colors back in like 2004. I was like, oh man, it's such a nice chair for $6.99. But again, I didn't need it, and it doesn't go with my stuff. I loved this lamp. It reminds me of something you'd see at Kirkland's. I'm pretty sure I've seen something like this at Kirkland's, but it was kind of loose, and that was a bit of a concern. And then this caught my eye. See what I mean? It's dirty. It's been used as an oil lamp. The hardware on it is old brass. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it was a great trip to the Goodwill. I found several items I was looking for and a few bonus items. So let's head to my house and I will show you my thrift haul. Okay, so it was super fun at Goodwill. I got a lot of stuff. I think I spent $41, which I don't generally do at Goodwill, but I was looking for specific things, which you heard me mention in the beginning of the video. Plus, I found some other things. So I've really been focusing on my outdoor spaces, which include my deck. So you've probably seen my back deck in other videos, and then my front deck, which I decorate as a porch. It's very strange. The people, I live in a split level, and the people who lived here before us built on this front deck, and I guess at some point it actually covered the entire front of the house, but most of it has been taken off except for a little piece of it that we use as like a front stoop, and I just use it as my porch. And so those are my outdoor spaces that I focus on decorating. So I'll go ahead and show you the items I got for my outdoor spaces. The big things I was looking for, I really want to put some bird baths outside. I have had great success feeding the birds of late. I don't know if it's the new feeders I got. They're by the Audubon Society. They are just, I don't know, the birds just flock to them. I don't know if it's the seed I'm using, which I buy from a store called Wild Bird. I think it's a chain, but I'm not sure if it's outside of Minnesota. And so I don't know what it is, but I'm having a great time feeding the birds, and there's so many different birds that come to my feeders. So the next thing I wanted to do for them was to provide some bird baths. And I am going to put there's these little solar fountains that you can put into a bird bath to keep the water moving so it doesn't get so junky. Well, I was looking for bird baths, and if you look online on Amazon, they're expensive, but essentially they're like the pretty ones that are not just concrete, are glass bowls is what they look like. So I was like, I'm just gonna find glass bowls at Goodwill and use those as my bird baths. So I got two. This one says made in Italy. I don't know why, but I just picked the sticker off. So this is the first one. I had a 20% off coupon, so I paid $1.40 off of $7. And it's just this big purple glass. And this one I'm going to set in a plant stand that I have. And so that will raise it up a little bit off the ground. It'll be probably about this, about that high off the deck. And then I'll put one of those little fountains in it. And then the next one I got is this bowl. It's not quite as big, so I'm not sure if the fountain will work. But with a smaller bird bath, I do have one that's a smaller bird bath. You can kind of refill it each day, you know, when I water my plants, and I don't think it probably won't get too junky. That's the thing. That's why I like the water to move, to keep the water from getting all junky. But in a smaller one, it's not as much of an issue. This is just going to be a tabletop one. I may try to use one of the little fountain things, and then if it's too small, I'll just take it out. But I am going to also I was thinking like blue marbles or something, not marbles, but the flat stones. I don't want to adhere them because I just don't want to use adhesive. I don't know if it'll hurt the birds. I've read that Gorilla Glue is safe for birds, but I'm like, I don't really need to. If you put like something here to just so that they can see that there's a solid bottom, I think it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna use some of those flat stones. They look like glass, just to like be more attractive, and it'll look pretty. So that was my idea for this one. This is gonna sit on a table, actually on a bench that I have out there that I use as a table. And then this one will sit in a plant stand. So those are my 2 bird baths. And then I got this, and I'm gonna use this out front with a plastic pot in it just to like act as a liner, and some white petunias because it has pink flowers. I thought it would be a nice accent to do white petunias with the pink flowers, because I'm doing pink and white out on my front porch. So, and this is actually from 1998. Russell painted it. I am probably going to seal it up with a coat of like polyurethane, just so that it lasts a little longer outside. Nothing outside lasts forever. The sun is so strong, and the elements just really beat things up out there. But it should last me at least a year or 2. And so that's my plan for that. It was $3.99 with 20% off. Okay. And then, do I have anything else for the outside? Hold on, I'm missing a box. Okay, I got my other box. This was only $3.99. I'm also gonna seal this up with some polyurethane, because again, I'm using it outside, and so a basket outdoors might last me a year or 2 years, maybe 3 if I seal it up really well. I just thought it was pretty and kind of different. It has a wire frame in there, and I like the color of it. And I'm just trying to bring, you know, some natural elements outside along with like painted things. So I thought I could just set a plant in there, probably put like a plate down first, and then put some kind of pot on top of it. I'm not gonna plant directly in it because that will really kill it. But I am gonna try sealing it up with some polyurethane, probably a spray, a Rust-Oleum spray. I think that will help to make it last a little longer. Maddie's in the kitchen. Hi, Maddie. Okay, and then also for outside, I saw something at a garden center. $34.99 they wanted for it. It's basically this basket. And all it does, it says welcome on it, like across here in these like cool, I don't know, letters that I can totally make on my Cricut. So that's all I'm gonna do with this. Theirs did not have a handle, but that's fine. I don't think it matters. I'm gonna take this liner out. I'll set it aside. I don't know, maybe I can, I don't know, use it for something else. So I'm gonna use mine like this. I'm just gonna Cricut some letters and put some pretty bright flowers in there. I was thinking maybe some marigolds, because I don't have any marigolds anywhere outside yet. I mean, I don't have anything outside, but in my head, I haven't planned for marigolds yet. So, and I like them a lot. Or portulacas would also be really pretty. Anyway, that might not mean anything to you if you're not a gardener, but that's my plan. So just picture this, welcome, with bright colored flowers, and it's gonna be adorable in my outside space. Okay, and that is it for my outside items. Then I did get a few items for indoors. I picked this up. This is in my Goodwill thrift with me from last week, I think, and I missed it and I didn't pick it up and I regretted it. So I picked it up this week. I really like it. It says Sugar Creek 1990. I am going to paint it because I don't use this color in my house. But I've told you before, I have a lot of narrow walls because we have a ton of windows in our house. And so I think I can easily use this somewhere with a candlestick. Obviously I won't burn it. And then like something cool hanging down. I'm thinking like a cool old like primitive looking set of candles, you know, with the wicks still attached. I think that would be really cool. I'm into that like antique primitive look. I know it's out of style, but I really don't care. That's what I like. So I've been incorporating elements of that back into my house. Okay, and then I also got for the indoor spaces, I got a lot of good things. And that was $3.99. I got this lamp, which you probably saw in the video. It was $5.99 and it is loose, but I love this with the bird inside. I think it's so cute, and I'm just gonna figure out how to tighten it. There's screws and stuff. I think I should be able to tighten this up, like there's a bolt under there. So I'm gonna tighten it up. Hopefully it works. If not, I can always rewire it if I need to. It's not affected, like this will not be affected by rewiring. So I love it though. I love the bird inside. I just think it's so cute for a lamp. Okay, and then I got this, which I need a shade, you know, the chimney thing, but I really liked this. I thought it was really pretty. I need to clean it out. Someone actually used it as an oil lamp, and this was $5.99, 20% off. So it's a nice big one. I think I'm gonna put it up here somewhere. I haven't quite decided where its location will be, but I really like that. And then I got this. I'm not sure if I'll use this inside or outside, but I really like it. And it says America Retold, and all our items are handcrafted. Any imperfections or blemishes are part of the antiquing process that gives each piece its individual and uniquely aged character. And this is, yeah, so a company that does this kind of stuff. And it looks like someone originally bought it at like a florist or some kind of boutique. So that's the original tag from it, and they paid $17.50, and I only paid, you know, $1.20 off of $6, whatever that is. So I really like it. I just don't know where I'll use it yet. You could also, if I'm not going to hang it on the wall, I could also set it on a shelf and have things sitting in it. I just thought it was cool, and I like the price. Okay, and the last two things I got are for my craft space. So I got these, and I know what they are, but that's not how I'm using them. They're ashtrays, old ashtrays. But so many of you have like mentioned creative ways that you use ashtrays, particularly when you're crafting, like to rest paintbrushes on. This one I got because I'm always looking for like a little bowl for water, because I use water in a lot of the techniques that I use when I DIY. And so I just want a little bowl to have, because I'm always grabbing like the bowls from my kitchen and they get paint on them. Or they sit on my craft table. I'm just like, you know what? I just need my own thing. So that's what I'm gonna repurpose this for water on my craft table. And this can be like a little brush rest. And then if I get tired of that, or if it doesn't work, I can definitely sell these at the Pink Elephant. I just think it's really pretty. Look at that. It's really pretty, right? So I feel like my mom had something like this in our house when I was a kid. This is very familiar feeling. Like, I don't know, sometimes things feel familiar. This feels familiar to me. So anyway, okay. And I think that does it. Okay. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this was enjoyable, hearing all of my ramblings and ideas. And I hope you will think about joining the summer Cloche Decor collab. I think it's going to be fun. Get your wheels turning and thinking in a different way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.